what it do? See me with the crew, I gotta get some food. I see you looking like you do. Had to make a move.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Nate Almighty, aka the Global Dark Skin Ambassador, back with another Rikers Island story. This is a very special Rikers Island story because this is the first of 7. I'm going to be dropping 7 Rikers Island stories, one every single day, starting today on Monday. So you're going to get one today, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, every single day at 4 o'clock. Also, let me know what you guys think about my brand new theme music, my brand new intro. Please let me know what you think. I feel like I'm stepping into the next phase of my channel, and I need you guys to understand that I'm not just some bum that makes Rikers Island jail stories, that I actually have a plan with this. Part of the plan is to keep children from going to jail, and on the other side of things, I am a musician. I rap, I tell stories. I'm big on pop culture, I'm big on music, and I'm actually trying to build my brand and make a whole network of this one channel. And the plan is to move this channel and do something big with it, something that I'm going to be able to build wealth from and take care of my family for years to come. But getting into this story, I want to give you guys a story about the aftermath of the earlier story I had about the murder of a Crip named Ice. I forgot where he was from. I think he was from Brooklyn, but he was a Crip who was murdered in One Main in Rikers Island, C-74. That's the building. And this kid was murdered because in collaboration with the COs who ran the shifts there. I don't remember who these COs are, but they buzzed the cell open and allowed 3 to 5 gang members of a rival gang to come into Ice's cell, and they basically put him in what some people call the full Nelson, but we call the chicken wing, which is a move where you get behind a person and you go like this under their arms and you lock their arms, and then you flip them back, you fall all your way back on the bed, and then you lock your legs over their legs, and everyone else in your cell is supposed to punch you in your face, your chest, your stomach, and the objective is to make that person with it, which means he would agree to the program of being extorted on the regular, slapped around whenever, and basically just humiliated for his stint on Rikers Island. Now, as you can see, for some guys, that would be something that they're just totally against. And Ice happened to be one of those people. And he went into One Main, which was the most dangerous house in C-74 Rikers Island at that time because of all the high-profile, high-classification guys who came out of the box and immediately went to that house. So even the most gangster of dudes who ran a house before they went to the box, some of those dudes would go to One Main and then be with it, sitting back, Iron Horse, you know what I'm saying? Just like a rite of passage, just passing the torch. But the aftermath of this murder, being that we were right by One Main when this happened, we were some of the first inmates to know of the situation. Every Crip felt some type of way. A few riots regarding the Crips and the Bloods happened in a couple places as a result of this situation. It was a different era. Rikers Island always has a dark mode, a dark theme, but it felt like an even higher level of despair in the air, of evil in the air, and also of sadness. This murder affected anybody who had anything to do with Rikers Island, whether these were parents who are concerned about the safety of their children, whether these were us who were there, whether it was people who are in the same gang as ICE, some guys who were of the rival gang, they felt like that was wrong and that was a little extra. You know, it was a real big thing. I remember this thing making the news, and I'm calling people who are on the outside, and they asking me if I knew a dude or whatever, and I'm like, no. But, you know, he went out like a G, but he also, at the same time, he could have saved his own life by just simply telling a CO that he's having some issues with his body. He may have been able to save his own life, but because he stuck to the G code so much and the no snitching policy that, you know, when you involved in the street, you should stick to that code. But, you know, it ultimately cost him his own life. He may have been able to save his own life. It was a real tragic situation. I remember there was a big lawsuit. I believe that the lawsuit went on for a long time, but it was basically ICE's family versus the state of New York for the wrongful death of, you know, ICE. I think I read a paper at some point saying that the state of New York had to pay his mom $20 million or something like that. If that's the case, if you talk about taxes, they probably took like $10 million of that, which is a lot of money, but still, it's like, that's a Band-Aid you're trying to put over a large gash. You know what I'm saying? This is a woman and a family who lost a son, brother, maybe father, cousin, uncle, nephew. ICE could have been somebody who did his bid, came home and started attempting to change lives like I'm doing right now. You know what I'm saying? And because of stupid jail politics, you know what I'm saying? Because of a split bad decision, you know what I'm saying? It led to the loss of a life. And then a bunch of other young black men getting kicked out of Rikers Island. I heard, like I said, some of them snitched on each other. You know what I'm saying? These is dudes who probably was going to be home within the next 5 years. Now maybe they got an extra 15, 20, 25 added on to their time. You know what I'm saying? Lives that were all lost or altered severely due to the situation. You know, I haven't heard too much about what happened to the CO or COs that were involved, but I'm sure they weren't penalized as much as the inmates, which is why it always annoyed me when I seen dudes that ran the house being too much cahoots with the police, because I used to view it as like, listen, bro, like, he's free, you're not. He got a family, he got mouths to feed, he got college debts or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He got a girl he trying to take care of. When it all hits the fan, he's gonna choose himself over you, and that's exactly what those COs did. They basically blame the inmates for whatever happened when that murder would never have happened if the COs did their job the way they were supposed to do their job. Which is why I have a serious problem with a large portion of law enforcement. I know that there are good and bad apples everywhere, but still there's a silence. There's a silence that comes with corruption that is like, at some point, those people have to be considered just as bad or even worse. But you cannot participate in it, but you're watching it happen and you're letting it happen. You're not doing anything about it, you know? All they had to do was do their job. Because first of all, you see that this is a heavily blood-infested house, and you see that there's a Crip here. You see that, you know that there's going to be a problem. Why not just do a little bit of paperwork and get this man transferred to a cell where he can at least survive to make it home? You know, it's It's ridiculous, you know. There was a lot of bad hands, but I will put the biggest bad hand on the Department of Corrections. The Department of Corrections, you know what I'm saying? That was a major F, a major failure, and that definitely could have been avoided. Just think, like, a life was lost. No money was gained from the situation. A mother lost her son. Other mothers lost their son to the judicial system for decades. It's like, at some point, common sense has to be used. But that's my story. That's the aftermath of the ICE situation. My prayers go to that man. My condolences to that man. Also, I want to say that there was a divide between some of the COs as well. There was a Crip CO that got RP ICE on his neck. Certain COs didn't mess with each other no more after that either. But thank you for watching this. Go check out some of my music. It's under a playlist called Music by Nate Almighty. I got a lot of music coming out soon. A lot of stuff, visualizers, a lot of dope stuff. A lot of girls about to be on the platform. Trust me, man. Thank you guys for sticking with me. And if you're a new subscriber or a new watcher, holla at your boy, man. Peace.